We have continuing coverage tonight of the disturbing rise in anti-Semitism here in South Florida. In the past few months, CBS 12 News has covered at least 5 of these hateful incidents in our area. Everything from a swastika brazenly projected onto a building in downtown West Palm Beach to anti-Semitic messages left in people's yards. The most recent incident happened just this past weekend in Vero Beach. Police showed us photos of anti-Semitic messages placed in plastic bags filled with corn kennels. And it's not just a Florida problem, it's happening all across the United States.
Yeah, according to the most recent numbers from the Anti-Defamation League, 2021 had the highest number of nationwide incidents on record.
Tonight, we're asking why people feel so empowered to spread these kinds of messages and what's being done to actually hold them accountable.
Yeah, tonight we have team coverage. Our Victoria DeCarden is standing by with what experts believe may be behind all of this.
But we begin with CBS 12's Al Peffley, who confronted one of the men pushing these harmful narratives. He joins us live tonight. Al?
Liz, they call themselves Ye is Right, referring to Kanye West, whose anti-Semitic and pro-Hitler statements caused his business empire to crash last year. This group has been accused of spreading anti-Semitic hatred on college campuses. I spoke to 2 of their founders to discuss their views and what motivates them. Hello, is Dalton Clodfelder here?
Who's asking?
I'm from CBS 12. I'm a reporter. We'd like to talk with him about the
We don't talk to reporters.
We went to Dalton Clodfelder's home in Vero Beach. At first, it appeared he had no interest in talking to us, but later he came out. Are you Mr. Clodfelder?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'd like to ask you a few questions. We've
No, thank you.
well, we want to
I would ask you to leave my property, actually.
Why are you spreading these hateful messages about
They're not
Jewish
hateful.
people?
It's all love. I ask you to leave my property. Thank you. Yeah, it's about love.
Clodfelder and his friends are taking their message to college campuses. Their group, called Ye is Right, promotes the view expressed by rapper Kanye West to express bigotry and love for Adolf Hitler under the umbrella of Christianity, professing love for all men, no matter their sins. They also complain that Jews control the media and college campuses. But how can you say you love Adolf Hitler?
We love everybody. Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
Do you believe in forgiveness? Do you believe in love? Do you believe in forgiveness?
Not when his sins are that great.
Why? God loves everybody. God loves everybody.
Talking about how much you adore Adolf Hitler and
adore is not the correct
Never
term.
said that.
Never once said that in this
How
entire
do you
life.
feel about Hitler then?
I love him.
We love him.
You love Adolf Hitler?
Yes.
I love everyone.
We love everybody.
Put that in there. I love everyone.
But how can you love someone who killed so many people during the Holocaust?
How can God love someone like that?
Clodfelder and his friends, who showed up with their own cameras and microphones shortly after we arrived at Clodfelder's home, told CBS 12 News they are Groypers, a group the Anti-Defamation League calls white supremacists. You still believe that Jews control all the major institutions in the country?
That's a fact.
Including the media?
That's a fact.
Clodfelder and his associates have already caused quite a bit of controversy on college campuses, from FAU to Florida State. They say they plan to visit even more college campuses where they say they have been invited by anonymous supporters who do not want to be publicly connected to their group. If you want to watch the entire interaction we had with the Ye is Right supporters and their friends, you can visit our website and watch it right now on CBS12.com. Live in the newsroom, Al Peffley, CBS 12 News.
This recent wave of anti-Semitism has a lot of people asking, where is it coming from?
Yeah, CBS 12 News reporter Victoria DeCarden went looking for some answers, spoke to some local experts about how we got here.
Yeah, Jim and Liz, anti-Semitism isn't new, but this recent string of high-profile incidents is unusual. And one Boca Raton rabbi we spoke to says we cannot ignore what's right in front of us, or history is doomed to repeat itself.
The Jewish community is very much on alert about anti-Semitic acts.
Rabbi Steinhardt says he's been talking to his congregation, and they're deeply concerned about the latest wave of anti-Semitism to hit Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast.
If you ignore signs of hatred, if you ignore anti-Semitism when it seems to be pretty irrelevant, it's going to become relevant.
Over the past few months, one of the most common forms of spreading hate is throwing anti-Semitic flyers in sandwich bags, weighed down with stones on people's driveways in the dead of night. Anjali Ferguson is a clinical psychologist who specializes in racial and social trauma.
Depending on what's happening around us in society
and influence that you see in media, social media, political landscapes that can kind of result in a rise in some of these hate speech and rhetoric.
It's her belief the latest rise in anti-Semitic messaging started as far back as 2016 and only grows when high-profile individuals pile on.
When you see somebody doing it publicly, you become emboldened in ways to feel like it's okay for you to also engage in some of that problematic behavior.
Because of the fear that what could start as like a little pamphlet or some graffiti could turn into something worse than that.
Ferguson and Rabbi Steinhardt agree that's dangerous. Racist thoughts and words turning into action. And with so many people interacting through groups on the internet who feed on hate, instead of being outside with people from different backgrounds and cultures, distrust and misunderstanding grows.
What many of these marginalized communities need is outward support.
If you know people of other religions, ethnicities, nationalities, you stop fearing them. And when you stop fearing them, you don't have any reason to hate them.
And both Ferguson and Rabbi Steinhardt say community leaders need to denounce any of these attacks or harmful rhetoric anytime neighbors of one religion or race are singled out. And that's, of course, to show solidarity and reinforce the value of tolerance and community that protect us all. Reporting live in Boca Raton, Victoria de Cardenas, CBS 12 News.